Today, we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart and crucial for all of us as we gracefully age. Whether you're approaching your 70s already there or have loved ones in this golden age group, this video is for you. We're going to explore 5 essential tips for staying active after 70 that you simply can't afford to ignore. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's embark on this journey to a more vibrant, energetic you. The importance of staying active. Before we jump into our tips, let's talk about why staying active is so crucial, especially after 70. You see, our bodies are like fine machines. They're designed to move, to be used, to be challenged. And just like a car that sits in a garage for too long, our bodies can start to deteriorate if we don't keep them active. But here's the exciting part. It's never too late to start. Research has shown time and time again that even if you've been sedentary for years, starting to exercise in your 70s, 80s, or even 90s can lead to significant improvements in your health, mobility, and overall quality of life. Isn't that amazing? Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but I'm too old to start exercising now, or I'm afraid I might hurt myself. Trust me, I've heard these concerns before, and they're valid. But that's exactly why we're here today, to show you how you can stay active safely and effectively. So let's dive into our first tip. Tip 1. Aim for 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity. Per week, our first tip is all about getting that heart pumping and those lungs working. The goal is to aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity each week. Now, before you start panicking about the number, let me break it down for you. First off, what do we mean by moderate aerobic activity? Well, it's any activity that gets your heart rate up and makes you breathe a little harder. We're talking about activities like brisk walking, swimming, dancing, or cycling. The key word here is moderate. You should be able to talk while doing these activities but not sing. Now, 150 minutes might sound like a lot, but here's the beauty of it. You don't have to do it all at once. You can break it up into smaller chunks throughout the week. Maybe it's a 30-minute walk 5 days a week or 3 10-minute dance sessions each day. The flexibility is there for you to make it work with your schedule and preferences. And here's another important point. If you're just starting out, don't feel pressured to hit 150 minutes right away. Start small. Even 5-10 minutes at a time can provide health benefits. The key is to start where you are and gradually build up. Let me share a quick story with you. I had a client, Margaret, who was 75 when she first came to me. She hadn't exercised in years and was worried about starting. We began with just 5 minutes of walking twice a day. Over time, we gradually increased the duration and frequency. 6 months later, Margaret was walking for 30 minutes every day and even joined a local dance class. She told me she felt more energetic than she had in years. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about making progress. Every step counts, every minute matters. So, let's move on to our second tip. Tip 2. Do muscle strengthening activities at least 2 days a week. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Muscle strengthening, isn't that for bodybuilders? Not at all. Strength training is crucial for everyone, especially as we age. Here's why. As we get older, we naturally lose muscle mass. This process, called sarcopenia, can lead to weakness, frailty, and loss of independence. But here's the good news. Regular strength training can slow down and even reverse this process. It helps maintain your muscle mass, keeps your bones strong, and improves your balance and coordination. So, what kind of activities are we talking about? Well, it doesn't have to involve heavy weights or complicated gym equipment. You can start with simple bodyweight exercises like squats, wall push-ups, or leg raises. As you get stronger, you can incorporate resistance bands or light dumbbells. The key is to work all your major muscle groups: legs, hips, back, chest, abdomen, shoulders, and arms. Aim to do these exercises at least twice a week, but remember to have rest days in between to allow your muscles to recover. Let me share another inspiring story. John, an 82-year-old gentleman, started strength training after a fall left him feeling weak and unsteady. We started with simple chair exercises, standing up and sitting down slowly, leg lifts while seated, and arm curls with soup cans. Within a few months, John noticed a significant improvement in his strength and balance. He was able to climb stairs more easily and even started gardening again, a hobby he had given up years ago due to lack of strength. Remember, the goal isn't to lift heavy weights or build big muscles. It's about maintaining your strength, improving your daily function, and preserving your independence. Every rep counts, every exercise matters. You've got this. Tip 3. Incorporate balance exercises into your routine. Our third tip is all about staying steady on your feet. Balance exercises are crucial for preventing falls, which can be a major concern as we age. The good news is, just like your muscles, your balance can be improved with practice. There are many simple balance exercises you can do at home. One of the easiest is the single leg stand. Start by holding onto a chair for support, then try to lift one foot off the ground and hold it for a few seconds. As you get better, try to hold it for longer or even let go of the chair. Another great exercise is the heel-to-toe walk. It's just like walking on a tightrope. Place the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of your other foot as you walk in a straight line. For those looking for a more holistic approach, activities like Tai Chi or yoga can be fantastic for improving balance. These practices not only work on your physical balance but also help with mental focus and relaxation. I had a client, Doris, who was 79 and terrified of falling. We started with very basic balance exercises, always making sure she had support nearby. At first, she could barely stand on one leg for a second, but she practiced diligently, doing her exercises while brushing her teeth or waiting for the kettle to boil. After a few months, her balance had improved dramatically. She even joined a local Tai Chi class and made new friends. Remember, when it comes to balance exercises, safety is key. Always have something sturdy nearby to hold on to if needed. And as with any exercise, start slowly and gradually increase the difficulty as you improve. Tip 4. Stay socially active and engaged. Now, you might be wondering why we're talking about social activity in a video about staying physically active. Well, the truth is, our physical health is closely tied to our mental and emotional well-being. Staying socially active can boost your mood, keep your mind sharp, and even motivate you to stay physically active. There are so many ways to stay socially engaged. You could join a club based on your interests, maybe a book club, a gardening group, or a craft circle. Volunteering is another great option. It not only keeps you socially active but also gives you a sense of purpose and contribution. Taking classes is another fantastic way to stay engaged. Many community centers and libraries offer classes specifically for seniors, ranging from art and music to technology and language learning. And don't forget about spending time with family and friends. Those connections are invaluable. Let me tell you about Frank, a 77-year-old widower who found himself becoming increasingly isolated. We talked about the importance of social connections, and he decided to volunteer at a local animal shelter. Not only did he make new friends, but he also found himself more active as he walked dogs and played with cats. His mood improved and he even adopted a furry companion of his own. Remember, social activities don't have to be grand events. Even small interactions like chatting with a neighbor or calling a friend can make a big difference. The key is to make social engagement a regular part of your routine. Tip 5. Challenge your brain regularly. Our final tip is all about keeping your mind as active as your body. Just like your muscles, your brain needs regular workouts to stay in top shape. Engaging in mentally stimulating activities can help maintain cognitive function and potentially reduce the risk of dementia. There are countless ways to challenge your brain. You could take up a new hobby, maybe learn to play an instrument, try your hand at painting, or start writing poetry. Learning a new language is an excellent brain workout, and it's never too late to start. Puzzles and strategy games, whether it's crosswords, Sudoku, or chess, are great for keeping your mind sharp. Reading is another fantastic activity for brain health. Try exploring different genres or joining a book club to discuss what you've read. And in this digital age, there are numerous brain training apps and online courses available that can make learning fun and accessible. I had a client, Elena, who was 85 and worried about her memory. We talked about the importance of mental stimulation, and she decided to learn how to use a computer. She started with basic skills and gradually progressed to using email and social media to connect with her grandchildren. Not only did she feel more mentally alert, but she also found a new way to stay connected with her family. Remember, the key is to find activities that you enjoy and that challenge you a bit. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and try new things. Your brain will thank you for it. Putting it all together. So there you have it. Our 5 tips for staying active after 70 that you simply can't ignore. Let's recap. 1. Aim for 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity per week. 2. Do muscle strengthening activities at least 2 days a week. 3. Incorporate balance exercises into your routine. 4. Stay socially active and engaged. 5. Challenge your brain regularly. Now, I know we've covered a lot of ground, and it might seem overwhelming at first. But remember, you don't have to do everything at once. The key is to start small and gradually build up. Maybe you start with a daily walk and some simple balance exercises. As you get more comfortable, you can add in some strength training and join a local club or class. The most important thing is to find activities that you enjoy. If you love what you're doing, you're much more likely to stick with it. And don't be afraid to try new things. You might discover a passion you never knew you had. Before we wrap up, I want to emphasize one crucial point. Always consult with your doctor before starting any new exercise program, especially if you have existing health conditions. They can provide personalized advice and ensure that your activities are safe for you. Remember, age is just a number. It's never too late to start taking care of your health and embracing an active lifestyle. Every step you take, every exercise you do, every new activity you try, it all adds up to a healthier, happier you. So, my dear viewers, I challenge you to take action today. Start with just one small change. Maybe it's a 5-minute walk, or trying a new puzzle, or calling an old friend. Whatever it is, take that first step. Your future self will thank you for it. Thank you for joining me today on this journey to a more active, vibrant life after 70. Remember, you've got this. Stay active, stay engaged, and most importantly, enjoy the journey. Until next time, take care and keep moving.